Indeed, we trust, O Elohim, on this very special day that only you have made, that we remember your sons and your daughters that perished that we may live, those who sacrificed their lives to protect their children, to protect their families, to protect their loved ones, to protect their nation, Biafra. It is unto thee that we repose every trust. You will not allow this generation that they fought for to be put to shame. You will not allow our enemies to triumph over us. For no one hopes in you and ever come out in shame. But shame shall encompass all of them who are treacherous. Shame shall be the portion of all the saboteurs, both dead and living. Shame shall become and will be the portion of those that persecute your children. You will show us your way, for we are nothing without thee. You will teach us your paths. You will guide us in your truth. You will teach us, O Elohim, because you are Chukwokika Biama, our Savior and our Redeemer, and our hope is in you and you alone. Every day, every morning, every night, we ceaselessly call upon your holy name, that you may have mercy upon us, that your love and your grace may abide within us. Do not remember the sins of our youth. Do not remember the sins of our fathers and our ancestors. Do not count our rebellious ways against us. According to your love, O Elohim, please have mercy upon us and give us Biafra in our time. For we are upright in thy word. For we are guided by the instructions you have laid down in your commandments, that sin may not have any hold over us. Come and guide us in your humble way and teach us to be that which you have destined us to become. For we have no other God apart from thee. We have no other creator apart from thee. For the sake of your name, not for anything that we may have done, not for any righteousness that we may have possessed. Elohim, forgive us our iniquity and have mercy upon us. Grant us Biafra in our time, that your name may be exalted, that your name may be praised, that your name, O Elohim, may be lifted up above every other name, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, Mama Chineke.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. Any part of the world wherever you're joining me, I thank you very much. Each time you watch my video, please go to the comment section and give your comment and give a thumbs up to the video. Thank you so much for joining. Make your contributions. We are saying the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not talking against anybody. We are not fighting against any individual or any tribe. We are not preaching a hate speech. But what we are asking is live and let's live. We are only trying to live our life. Just asking the Fulani Janjaweed to let us live. Because the Fulanis have sworn that they will not allow us to have our life. The indigenous people of Nigeria are in a big mess. The world knows about it, but they are not doing anything about it. The world knows about it, but maybe they want us to fight our way out. That is why we are speaking up. You don't have to be silent. You can use your own platform, no matter how big, no matter how small, to express yourself and say the things that are happening in that contraction called Nigeria. I speak about the southern part of Nigeria more especially because that is where I belong. Southern part of Nigeria, we are calling for unity. This is the time to unite. We cannot fight this fight separately. We can fight it in a united front. When we are united, we can pull mountains, we can move a lot of mountains. That is why we are calling for the unity of the South. The Fulani attack is on the South more especially. They have already conquered the North. The Fulanis have already conquered the North. As you can see, the North is in the hand of the terrorist Fulanis already. So they are not bothered at the North. Even their government that is ruling don't care about that because they know that they have conquered the North already. Where they are focusing is on the South. That is why they are shifting all their forces in the South. You can see the southeastern part of Nigeria, more especially the Nigerian military have made that place their base, killing innocent people on daily basis, abducting people on daily basis. But Chukwuka Biama will not let them. It doesn't matter how they try. They cannot succeed. They are doing the same thing in the southwestern part of Nigeria, killing our Oduduwa brothers, taking their land, going into their land by their military and killing them and taking over their lands. This is happening as we speak. And it's not ending anytime soon until we stand up and begin to fight these people back. We have to fight back. Self-defense is your right. You have the right to defend yourself. Don't wait for anybody to protect you or defend you. The Federal Republic of Nigeria is not for you. It is not for you. That place is for the Janjaweed. It is not for you. That is why you have to cry for your own land and work for your own land, a place you can be proud, a place that you can be protected. That is what we are asking for. As for all these political elites, they are in this game together. The political elites don't have any plan for you and I. You can see them always trying to push their agenda, pushing their propaganda. The political elite in the southeast, in the southwest, in the north, wherever they may be, these people are in one page. They are in one page. All that matters to them is their pockets, their family, their finance, their posts. That is the only thing that matters to them. Nothing else. The affairs of the people doesn't matter to them. And the worst people we can talk about is the southeastern part of Nigeria. This is the area where you can never see any governor playing the role of the people, trying to listen to the people. It doesn't happen anywhere in the southeastern part of Nigeria. It doesn't happen anywhere. And why is it so? It is more solely playing out in that form because in the southeastern part of Nigeria, there has never been any election in southeastern part of Nigeria. It has always been selection. Selection done by the Janjaweed and imposed on the southeastern part of Nigeria. That is why no matter what the federal government do, they follow, they abide by it. They can never challenge the federal government or anything. You can see governors from other states challenging the federal government. Governors from other states challenging and speaking up against the federal government. But in the southeastern part of Nigeria, you can never see any governor standing up to the federal government to tell them, no, this will not happen or this will not happen. I am with my people. It doesn't happen. But the most painful one is that of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The so-called Ohanaeze Ndigbo. This group are supposed to be the mouthpiece of the people, the ordinary people. The mouthpiece of the ordinary Igbo people. But what are they? Instead of being the mouthpiece of the ordinary people, they are the mouthpiece of the Janjaweed. The Fulanis are using Ohanaeze Ndigbo to promote their own agenda. You can see, while the masses are crying to walk away from this demonic contraption called Nigeria. Why the masses are crying with their voice being heard louder than ever. Even an Hausa man, even a Fulani man knows that the Igbos want to leave Nigeria. But Ohanaeze Ndigbo will still come and begin to play games with our lives. Begin to talk about Igbo presidency. Who wants Igbo presidency for God's sake? The only person that wants Igbo president is the 1% of the southeastern part of Nigeria. When I talk about the southeastern part, I mean the whole southeastern region, the whole southeastern region. The 1% of them are the people that are talking about this Igbo presidency. Who else is talking about Igbo presidency? The ordinary people are talking about movement and getting their own nation. A breakup, that is what we want. Ohanaeze Ndigbo, instead of pushing the agenda of the people, they are pushing their own personal interests. Pushing their personal interests. That is whatever elites you can have in Nigeria. It doesn't matter elites in politics or elites traditionally or elites in the election, in their politics. Or all the elites in Nigeria are on one page. What are they pursuing? They just want to make sure that they destroy the ordinary people and make sure they increase their own pocket, subjugate the people, enslave the people as much as they can. That is their mission and nothing else. That is why they never speak the voice of the masses. Even in the northern part of Nigeria, the north do not want to be together with the south. That is the obvious truth. The northern part of Nigeria do not want to be part of the south. They don't want to be part of the south by all means possible. But you will see the northern elite begin to talk about one Nigeria. A one Nigeria that doesn't hold water. But to an ordinary man, there is nothing like one Nigeria. There is nothing whatsoever like one Nigeria. But they will continue to push this lie. A country that has been existing more than 100 years old have never had a president. Ask me why. They have never had a president. The only time they tried to have a president that wanted to be a president of one Nigeria was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. That was the only first time they had a president that wanted to behave like a president of one Nigeria. After Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, there has never been any other president. Nigeria has never had any president. all we have are either Northern president or Southern president or Yoruba president, Igbo president, Hausa president, Ijaw president. That is all they have in Nigeria. There has never, even as they are campaigning for 2003, you can see them still talking about the same thing. In a country that is supposed to be one. But you never see people asking of the president of that country. What they're asking is, they will always attach it with a tribe. What does that tell you? That these people are not one and can never ever be one. Why do you always have to attach? If Nigeria is really one, Nigeria as people are calling it, if it is really one, why do you have to attach to tribe when you are making demands on issues? Why do you have to attach to tribe? Why must it be that you beg for Igbo president before you become a president? You beg for a Yoruba president before you become a president. You beg for a Ijaw president before you become a president. You begin to campaign as an Hausa president or a Fulani president before you become a president. What does that tell you? What it tells us and represents is that Nigeria is not one and can never ever be one. It doesn't matter what you say. Don't matter what you say. Thank God some people are waking up. Even in the northern part of Nigeria, they are waking up. They might be speaking cunningly. They might not be sincere in what they are saying. But at least they have said it. So I want to play this video with you. While you are watching the video, take the message, forget about the messenger. Take the message and forget about the messenger. You know, sometimes God can even use your enemy to bless you. God can use your enemy to bless you. God can use your enemy to protect you or to save you. I want you to listen to this very interview that was granted to this Northern Forum leader, spokesperson by BBC. You will hear what this man has to say. Everything that man says is a replica of the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Watch.
My name is Abdulaziz Suleiman. I am the spokesperson of the Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG for short. What we are saying is, I think we have to take it in the context in which we placed it. There was this process for a constitution review going on. Then we discovered that by our reasoning, it is going to be fruitless, futile for a country, a national assembly, to go ahead with the review of a constitution that is in the first place disputed in total. Secondly, there are certain sections of the country that have been agitating for self-determination, which ought to have been settled first. Because I don't think it's going to be proper to have a that's why we all have not agreed with the constitution, because a large section of the country does not even believe it's Nigeria. You see, for 60 years, the South or the Igbo have been agitating for self-determination. It even led to a civil war, which we blamed the Nigerian government at that time for, because there was no point fighting the Igbo back. They said they were ready to go. I think what will have happened was to celebrate a new nation. By now, the Igbo country, the Biafra, would have progressed far, and perhaps the remaining part of Nigeria would have progressed. Now, what we have is the Southwest now also agitating for self-determination. The Southeast is also agitating for self-determination, but the National Assembly is deliberately avoiding that issue and going ahead with a constitutional review that will still not solve the problem. That's why we filed a suit before the Federal High Court in Abuja. We joined the National Assembly, the Attorney General, and separately the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. What we were praying for is for the court to order a halt of the constitutional review exercise and direct the National Assembly to organize or get the president, the executive, or even the international community to come in and organize what we want to what should be a referendum peacefully for any unit of the country that says it does not want to be Nigeria. I mean, there's no point forcing it into being something it does not want to be. And not only we were not only concerned about Biafra. We said any unit, because you see this issue of Nigeria for quite long now. The truth has emerged that nobody was consulted, even before the name was given. You can see most African countries have even dropped the names given by the colonial masters and adopted their native names. So I don't think we reason that why can't we do the same in Nigeria? Let us sit. If all of us agree to be Nigeria, then we agree we are Nigerians. We agree we want to continue with that name Nigeria. If not, we change the name. I mean, we are people. We are people. We don't have to be forced to do things. So that's just what we are saying. So, but we're not asking anybody to go. We are saying, in order to get to the root of this thing, let's have a referendum. Perhaps the North will even vote out. Then we call it quits. That's what we're saying. We're not saying, we're not particular. We only referred to Biafra because it's been the one that has taken too long and recently becoming violent, which means the desperation is there. And you and I know that no amount of review of the Constitution can change that. It's not a question of northern elite supporting what we have said. Well, for one, we have a right to do that, which is what we are exercising. We don't need the consent of the northern elite or any northern leader, just the way the IPOB does not need the consent of the southeastern elite in order to agitate for self-determination. And what we are saying is this: if you see, even the southeast, the elite and the leaders, especially the governors, opposing IPOB. But we do believe that IPOB has a majority in that zone. Likewise, if you come here, the few elite may oppose us because they want the continuation of these problems. They don't want it to be resolved. But you find that we would be will carry the majority when it comes to voting. The majority thinking we have to leave the path of these old people who have caused the civil war, who still are insisting on monopolizing the total available activity in Nigeria, that they would not want us to discuss this issue of unity. I mean, there is nothing wrong in discussing it. If you, Abdulaziz and Uche, agree to remain in Niger State, for instance, and call ourselves that's our country, why not? But if Uche says, no, I don't want to be, I don't want this unity. I want my Ebonyi nation. I mean, there's nothing wrong. But if I insist that you must remain with me, I mean, there is something suspicious there. So it's not a question of elite consensus. It's a question of public concern. That is why we are asking for the referendum. That's why we're asking for the referendum, because that is, you see, it's just like what we argued with some of the Igbo leaders, I think on, was it BBC and Igwe, we debated. He said, those, the IPOB people are very few, but I said, no, that is why we want this referendum. Go to the southeast and vote against Biafra, and you'll see they will overwhelm you. Because the ordinary people in Nigeria, from whatever section, are dissatisfied. So you find that the elite is going to be, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure, I'm confident the bulk, the vast majority of the people of the North would support that. I think it is a new thinking emerging from the North, a new way of thinking. You see, all along, our elders from each of the zones have been covering up some things. Like, you know, what prompted us really was when the President Muhammadu Buhari said in a speech that those who are agitating for Biafra have not witnessed the civil war. So that is what we want to avoid, because these people are in the majority. All of them are within the ranks or the bracket of 50 years. So they have not witnessed the civil war, so they can go to any extent in order to break away. And these old people will die and leave us with them. So that's what we want. We want them to leave us in a peaceful country, whether as Nigeria or as Nigeria and Zaria or whatever. Diplomatically, not so strong. There is the only challenge. You see, we cannot foresee any challenge now because we've already taken the legal option. It's left for the court now to listen to our arguments and listen to the argument on the other side. We cannot predict what will happen, but we are prepared to go the whole length to the apex court, and if needs be, to the international forum. Because we need to at least let us talk to ourselves. The younger generation should talk to themselves. Look, we are telling you the truth. We don't want Nigeria. Fine, brothers. We wish you well. You understand? No, we are just fighting something. Okay, what country do we want now? Let's call it Asokoro. You understand? So we changed our name to Asokoro because we are the people who name ourselves. We call it Asokoro, and we agree to now give ourselves a constitution. We give ourselves laws. But this way, the way we are going, you find that some people, the young generation, are venting their anger on the wrong people. Because if Uche attacks me now, he's venting his anger on the wrong person because I'm also angry. And that is what these people want. The people that have been manipulating the affairs. They want me and you to fight. They don't want to see us live together. But we can agree. Look, okay, now that we have agreed to work against these manipulators, let us have a country. What country do we have? We want this country. Now, okay, let's give ourselves a law. These laws have all along been handed over to us either by colonial masters or by the military. And that is what we are saying. We want to waste money and we want to waste resources and energy in reviewing. So we are saying you can't give a law to a people that are not agreed to one. You have to have a nation. That was our argument on the issue of restructuring. We say it's not about restructuring, it is getting the structure first. Let us get a structure, a standard structure, then we can restructure if we want. There may not even be need for restructuring if we have, because I'm telling you, since independence, since even the amalgamation, none of the regions have agreed to one. I'm telling you, it's just cover up. We have never trusted ourselves. You see, this is why you can see for more than 60 years now, we are unable to produce a Nigerian president. It's always either a northern president. Now they are looking for Igbo president. You understand? The Yoruba is looking for a Yoruba president. Why can't we have a Nigerian president? Because we are not Nigerians. It's because we are not Nigerian. That's why we are not agitating for a Nigerian president. We don't believe in anything. It's a new generation thinking these people, we all know that we have a class of people that have manipulated the total available activity in the country, even before independence. These people have been rotating power in various forms among themselves and their families, which certainly is because this is going to be a meeting point, a point of convergence. That look, we are quite sure the young people in the southeast, the vast majority of them are in support of Biafra. And I assure you, the vast majority of young northerners are in support of that referendum so that we can define what Nigeria really is. So you can see it's some form of let down on the part of the elite. You see, when you talk about elite, if you say northern elite, it surprises me because the northern elite and the southern elite are one and the same thing. The southern elite and the northern elite are one and the same thing. They only come to tell me they are protecting North because they don't want me to listen to you. And your own elite will tell you these northerners are cheating us because they don't want you to listen to me. But we don't see eye to eye with our own elite, just where you don't see eye to eye with yours. You see, the degree of mistrust has gone deep. You can see this, now that you've spoken to me, you do understand that I don't have any ill agenda. It's something about nationhood and about me and you surviving. But some people will still insist that we are pursuing something against them. Do you understand? Somebody who says, "Oh, my friend, you want to go? Please let us escort you peacefully," and you say, "No, I mean something else." That is the degree of trust implanted in us by those same elites we are talking about, which we have to remove. We already have a coalition, but we have not discussed this at that level. We have the coalition of northern of Nigerian youth, CNY. The Ohaneze is there. Ohaneze Youth Council Worldwide is there. Afeni Fere, OPC. We met in Lagos. Our maiden meeting was held in Lagos. In fact, the national president is in Lagos. I am the national publicity secretary. So you can see we used to agree at a certain level. You understand? We used to agree at a certain level, but it's not going to be easy because the elite have cornered the resources. They manipulate sources of information, which is why they can easily change narratives. They can easily tag IPOB terrorists so that we will not talk to them. If we talk too much here, they will say we are Boko Haram. You understand? So that you people will not talk to us. But I think there is certainly something is evolving that involves a new thinking. And that's what we will pursue. Nobody will say this type of thing will come easy. It won't. Because the most difficult part of it is to get you to agree, is to get the South, for instance, to agree that we genuinely mean what we are saying. We are not saying they must go. You understand? But if someone would insist to the point of taking up arms, to the point of allowing himself to be killed, to the point of allowing himself to be arrested, insisting that he must leave, it means there is something deeper than what we are seeing. And unless he is allowed to speak out and he is made to believe that something is being done or something has been agreed upon, you understand? It will continue. And that means we will never have Nigeria.
After watching, you can see, even he might be pretending, he might not be sincere in what he's saying, but the message that he brought forward is exactly the message, a true message. That is exactly the situation of Nigeria. The true fate of Nigeria is what that man had just spoken about. Nothing hidden. Black and white, that is how Nigeria is. If you don't know, what that man have just explained is how Nigeria is and what Nigeria is supposed to be now. The only solution to the problem is just what he has said, referendum. Conduct a referendum so that people will decide where they want to belong. There has never been any Nigeria anywhere. There has never been one Nigeria anywhere, free from amalgamation till date. You heard this from a northerner. There has never been any unity of any sort. The indigenous tribe in Nigeria have never agreed to be one. They have never at any time agreed to be in one country. It was all an experiment, and that experiment have lasted more than 100 years, and some people are still insisting that we will continue that experiment. Who are those? The political elite. Those who call themselves elite, who feel that they are benefiting in this very devilish contraption. You can hear another what he has to say. He might not be sincere. Remember, he might not be sincere what he might be playing game because the Northerners, the Fulani Janjaweed are very good at that. They will always form a place to fall on in case anything happens. They have a place to fall on. But that is where they outsmart those idiots from the southern part of Nigeria. This is where they outsmart them. In the southern part of Nigeria, where we have people like Ohaneze Ndigbo, they cannot even come out. Ohaneze Ndigbo cannot be bold enough to come and speak up for their own people and their demands. Instead, they are there dancing Makosa and asking for an Igbo presidency who they know is impossible. May God have mercy on you people. May God have mercy on you people, and God will bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, Almighty God will keep him alive until he takes us to Biafra and lift up that flag so that we can shame this evil man. May Chuko Kabema continue to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chuko Kabema continue to strengthen him, give him long life and prosperity wherever he is. He will surely join on very soon. It doesn't matter what they do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will take us to Biafra. He will lift the Biafran flag and we will celebrate. We will sing a joyful song in Biafra land, sing our national anthem with our head lifted high. Nobody can stop us. They can kill us, we will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra must emerge. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.